All right, y'all, here with a quick unboxing and look at this Gen Ace charger. So this is actually a dual charger. They had some of the IMars chargers before, and they were actually a single charger, but they actually have a dual charger. And this comes in two colors. It comes in this black and then also in a white color as well. So I'll leave a link below over to Amain Hobbies, and also to Horizon, and even over to the Gen Ace site if you guys want to check this out. This is going to run you about 118 bucks, but it's actually a pretty good charger. There's a couple of reviews already out there on YouTube with it. But the biggest thing is charging two LiPos. I mean, charging a single LiPo, having a dual or having a single charger isn't the best ideal for today's cars, because a lot of cars are running two 3S LiPos or something like that. And you kind of want to charge at least 2 or 3 batteries at the same time. So I'm pretty sure at some point in time in the future, they may even have a quad charge where you can charge 4 batteries. But let me go ahead. You guys can see some of the specifications and stuff there. Let me go ahead and let's get this open and see what we have inside. All right, so unpacking this, it's out. They actually package these chargers really good, and it kind of reminds me of when I see an iPhone or something, kind of just the quality of this particular charger that you guys see here. And the single charger is the same way too. There's nothing wrong with the single charger. I just think that most people will probably end up doing a dual charger, because I believe a single charger can cost you anywhere from 50 to like 80, 90 bucks. So you might as well pay the extra 30, 40 bucks and get a dual charger. So let me go ahead. Let me get this unwrapped real quick, and I'll be back in just a second. All right, so getting this open, this is basically what you get in here. Of course, if you're not familiar with these particular chargers, just take a second and go through the instruction manual, kind of familiarize yourself with the charger and stuff. But most people may be somewhat familiar with it. But in the package, you do get 2 sets of connectors for each battery type, or at least they're for EC5. Then you have a Deans, then you have a EC3 type connector on here as well as the small one is. So most people nowadays are kind of using these EC5 type connectors. Can this be used with a Traxxas battery? If you have an adapter and stuff like that for it, it could be, but unless you don't have one, then you gotta just go with the Traxxas charger with that. But anyway, with this, when you plug this up, of course, you're going to plug these into either channel A or channel B, and then you're going to plug your balance ports into this for 2 through 6. So your 2S would probably go right through here, and then your 6S, of course, would fit up in there for your balance ports, and then plug that in. So I do have a couple of small batteries over. I'm just going to actually power this thing up so that we can see the interface of this. All right, y'all, so getting this out and firing this up real quick. Now, you do get a USB cable as well that you can charge to some of your USB devices there on the side, which I think is a pretty cool, neat feature. And like I said, with these balance ports, they have these here. And then you guys see right that little pin there. That's for their G-Tech and stuff. Now, I do have one of their batteries here. I do have one of their bashing batteries. It's a smaller one, but get this out real quick. Now, you don't have to have one of their bashing batteries to charge on here. You can also charge, like I mentioned earlier, just a regular LiPo. So this is basically one of my SMC LiPos here. And what you want to do is, if you want to plug in the balance ports, you want to just plug it right in there. So I'll get this plugged up and go through some functionality. So give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and get all this plugged up real quick. All right, y'all, getting this all plugged up. I have 2 batteries here. One is actually one of their bashing series batteries, but this actually has an XT60 connector on it. And this has for the charger EC3, so I can't show you the functionality of that. But you guys see here, that's where some of their new bashing batteries actually fit in. It's got that little port here on the side next to the balance port. You guys see that there, where you can actually plug those batteries in for to do that G-Tech functionality for it. And this also has a USB charger on the side as well. So this is right here on this left side. You can see that right there, where you can plug that in and you can charge some of your USB devices there, which is actually going to be pretty cool if you're utilizing that functionality there with that. So to utilize this charger, of course, you got 2 sides to it, A and B, and they give you several different connectors with it. They give you the Deans connectors. They give you 2 Deans, 2 2 Deans and 2 EC5s, and then 2 EC3 connectors for it. So if you have something a little different, you will have to either get an adapter or solder something on there for it. As far as trying to charge a Traxxas battery, unless you have an adapter for it, you wouldn't be able to just get a Traxxas battery and hook it up and charge to this. But we're going to go ahead and look at this real quick. That interface is actually really good for this. So we're going to go ahead and start. We want to go back. We want to go on side B. or side A. So you have side A and side B. Side A is where I'm actually going to use my 2S LiPo. We'll hit there, and then you have your menu that comes up, and you can kind of go through some of the functionality there. Select your task. Battery type, of course, is LiPo. We want to do charge the 4.2 volts each cell. Now you can click here, and then you can do adjustments moving up and down, and then clicking for that. And then you see this CH or back button. We're going to go ahead and go back here. Cell count is 2S. Of course, I think it auto detected that, which is good. And target current is 16 amps, so that's high. We can go down a little bit, go down to 6, so you can adjust that. You can charge to 16 amps, probably between the two. If you charge 2 batteries, it'll probably do about 7 to 8 on each side. So we're going to do that, and we're just going to go ahead and click this. Bam, it's going to start charging. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's not really complicated. Some people think when they see smart charge or something, it's pretty difficult to work with. No, it's just that some of these chargers are actually trying to keep up with some of the techs of batteries, of the technology of batteries, like what you see here. And they've just made this adjustment here for this, which is actually pretty cool for some of their bashing batteries that they have out for this. But like I said, this is a smaller battery, and I just don't have it on this connector in XT60. It's the EC3. So I'll show that to you probably at some other point in time. But there's going to be a link below in the description for this if you guys want to go over there and check this out. It only runs you about 118 bucks. Most dual chargers that have a display screen and stuff are going to run you about 100 to probably about 150 or more. I've seen some go over $200 for some chargers, but this is actually well built. Let me go ahead and stop this. But this is actually pretty well built, though. The construction stuff of it's actually really good. So they've always had good products. Their single charge was actually good, and I use that kind of when I'm going out and about. And now I can replace that with this one because now I can charge 2 batteries at the same time. So anyway, guys, put your comments down below. Don't forget to check out the description if you want to find out more information about this. And I'm going to actually try this at some point in time, this USB charger. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Appreciate you guys watching.